Have you studied English for years? Sat in classrooms, memorized vocabulary lists, passed exams, maybe even scored higher than your classmates. But when someone looks at you and asks a simple question in English, your mind goes blank. You understand almost everything. You can read articles, you can write emails, you can even explain grammar rules. But when it's time to speak, you freeze. Your heart beats faster. You start translating in your head. You build the sentence slowly, word by word. You check the grammar. You rearrange it. And while you're doing that, the conversation keeps moving. Then later, when you're alone, the perfect sentence appears. And you think, what's wrong with me? I studied this for 10 years. If that's you, I want you to pause for a second and really hear this. There is nothing wrong with you. The system trained you incorrectly. Let that land. Most people believe they can't speak English because they're not talented, or not confident, or not natural with languages. That's not the problem. The real problem is simple, and almost nobody talks about it. You don't have enough speaking repetitions. English is not a knowledge problem, it's a repetition problem. Imagine trying to learn piano by reading music theory for 10 years, but never touching the piano. Imagine studying basketball by memorizing the rule book, but never shooting the ball. That's what most schools do with English. You studied grammar rules. You memorized vocabulary. You practiced reading comprehension. You wrote essays, but how many hours did you actually spend speaking out loud, not thinking in English? Not reading silently, not listening to teachers. Speaking, your mouth moving, your voice forming sentences, your brain and body working together in real time, very little. And that's the missing piece. Speech is physical. The mouth is a muscle. Confidence is built through repetition. If you don't train the muscle, it doesn't grow. That's why you feel confident reading but anxious speaking. Your brain recognizes English, but your mouth has never been trained to produce it automatically. Your brain knows English. Your mouth does not. Schools are not designed to produce fluent speakers. They are designed to produce measurable results. Exams are measurable. Speaking confidence is not. It's easy to grade multiple choice grammar questions. It's easy to test vocabulary definitions. It's easy to score reading comprehension. It's much harder to measure natural rhythm, spontaneous conversation, calm confidence in real dialogue. So schools optimize for test scores. Students optimize for grades. Parents optimize for results on paper. And nobody optimizes for speaking ability. In many education systems, especially in parts of Asia, students are rewarded for correctness, not fluency. You learn that mistakes are dangerous. You learn to stay quiet unless you're sure. So what happens in real life? You wait until your sentence is perfect before speaking. You check every verb tense. You replay the grammar rule in your head. You adjust the word order. And by the time you're ready, the moment is gone. That hesitation creates anxiety. Anxiety creates more hesitation. And eventually, silence. This is not a language problem. It's a training problem. So, if the problem is lack of speaking reps, the solution becomes very clear. You need speaking training, daily speaking training, not more grammar study, not more vocabulary memorization, not another notebook full of rules. You need structured, repeated speaking practice. That's why I built this channel around something I call the daily speaking workout system. It's based on one simple principle. You don't learn to speak by understanding English. You learn to speak by producing English. Every video here is designed like a gym session. It's not a lecture. It's not theory. It's a workout. Here's what that means. First, you listen carefully. Second, you repeat out loud. Third, you pause the video and speak alone. Not once, not casually, but multiple times. Because fluency doesn't come from exposure, it comes from repetition under slight pressure. When you repeat sentences again and again out loud, something shifts. First, you translate. Then you hesitate less. Then one day, the sentence just comes out. No translation, no panic. Your mouth starts remembering patterns. Your brain stops building sentences from scratch. You begin recognizing chunks of language your body has practiced before. This is muscle memory. Native speakers don't construct sentences using grammar formulas in real time. They recall patterns they've used thousands of times. That's what you're training here. And here's the part most people underestimate. Each workout is only 10 minutes. But if you repeat it 3 times, that's 30 minutes of real speaking practice. If you do that daily for 25 days, you'll have more structured speaking repetition than many students get in years of traditional school. That's the shift. We're moving from passive learning to active production, from thinking about English to physically speaking English. And if you've ever felt frustrated, embarrassed, or secretly ashamed that after all these years you still can't speak confidently, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not bad at English. You were trained to pass tests. Now it's time to train to speak. That's why I created the Canada Uncle 25-Day English Speaking Challenge. Each day is a structured speaking workout. No theory overload, no complicated explanations, just guided repetition designed to build automatic responses. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect grammar. You need repetition. Start with day 1. Canada Uncle Speaks English. Watch it once. Repeat it twice. Then stand in front of a mirror and speak without the video. Do that every day. You'll notice something small at first. Less hesitation, faster responses, slightly more confidence. Then, one day, someone asks you a question in English, and you answer without panic. And that's when you'll realize it was never about intelligence. It was never about talent. It was about training the right skill. If you're serious about speaking confidently, don't jump between random videos. Start the system. Click on Canada Uncle Speaks English, day 1 of the 25-day speaking challenge, right now. And when you finish it, come back and comment, day 1 complete. We're not just watching videos here. We're training, and this time, we're finally training the skill that actually matters. Click and like the video. Comment below your biggest struggles over English. I just might do a video on your issues. Thank you, your friend, Canada Uncle. Bye-bye.